Hey, Lizette, how's it going?
It's going great, Laura. Great to be back with the podcast.
Yes, we did take some time off, or we actually just kind of did episodes, or we did an episode and took a few days off, and then back to another episode. So, yeah,
Yep.
we're glad to be back. So, how was your weekend?
It was great. Lots of band
Mm-hmm.
competitions. Came back. It was exhausting because it was an early call. And then Sunday, I just don't remember, but it involved a lot of cleaning and straightening up and making my girls help me around the house. So,
Very
which made
good.
me think about our episode.
Well,
So, but let's go see what before we get to our episode. How was your weekend?
it was actually pretty good. So I decided at the last minute, maybe Thursday, that I was going to participate in a 5K that my high school was having. And I've never done it before, not with my high school, but I've done previous 5Ks before. But this is the first time I decided, you know what? We walk like what, 2, 3 times out of the week.
Right.
And so why stop? So,
Yes.
and we have a parade that's coming up
With
next month.
yeah, with our high
So
school.
with the high school that our kids go to, and so might as well go ahead and, prepare
Right.
for that. So
Well,
it
I
was
was happy
great.
you went to your 5K walk because you
Yes.
came back with the beaded purse strap, the Texas Aggies that I have been looking for. So I feel like your 5K was a success for me.
Yes, there was a vendor who
For
just
our
so happened.
listeners, Laura sent me a picture and I was like, no pressure, but my happiness is in your hands.
So I could not come home without it. So that was it was really great. I got to see some of my classmates and some other people that I know, and it was a great day, really great day. And of course I got pulled into joining the association, the alumni association. So might as well.
Yeah. Good pick, high school people, because she's not such a hard worker.
Yes, so I've
Such a good heart, Laura.
so I'm looking forward to that, and but yeah, it was great. And then of course it's spring, and I have to go shopping for vegetables, get my garden ready, and so that's what we're doing right
Yeah.
now.
For our
So
listeners, Laura's very into her garden, vegetables. That's her plant. That's her love language when it comes to plants.
yes.
Mine is bougainvilleas, plumbagos, different ferns, begonias. I love flowering plants and different types of plants, succulents, just any other plant.
Yeah.
Haven't really found that love for gardening just yet. You
Well,
would
we kind of started it.
started. I have some tomatoes, the cucumbers,
Uh-huh.
and I'm hoping to go get some jalapenos. So I think I would use those.
Yeah.
I like spicy. So that is what I did. Oh, that's what I did on Sunday. I got my porch all nice and in order with all my plants, so I can sit out there and just enjoy them.
Oh yeah, I just love that. I just love seeing how
I love all the
The
colors,
they grow, like,
the
we
bright
we we started
pink, the
seeds.
coral.
Yeah, like, we started seeds,
Hmm.
and to see, like, I have watermelon, I have cucumber. I gave you one of the cucumber plants that is, like, it's just so exciting to see them, like, be little seeds, and then all of a sudden they're just flowering, and I'm just waiting for the
Such
end
retirement
results.
talk, right?
I know, I'm just waiting for the end
But you did
results.
this when we were working too.
I did. I do it every single year, but this time my husband is making me a garden, like a greenhouse, and so and
Nice.
we got some uh, raised garden beds, so that way I'm not having to plant directly into the ground, and so I'm looking forward to what it's going to look like.
Harvesting?
I'm looking forward to harvesting. Of course, I didn't plant any onions, but I got pretty much everything to make some salsa. So,
Yeah, that's true.
so
So back to our what we were talking about for our topic for this week was asking for help.
correct,
Needing and asking for help. So
correct. So
let's jump
let's
into
get
this.
into the program.
So welcome to Seasons, the podcast where we explore different chapters of life and all the beauty they hold.
We are your hosts, Laura and Lizette, and as Lizette said, today we will be talking about asking for help, or even providing somebody with help.
Right.
So let's
Let's
get
get
started.
it started. And so one of the things I have found that I'll give it a little bit of background. For me, it's a little bit, I have a little bit a different story. And I guess everybody does, right?
Mhm.
Everybody has a different need, different life, different seasons of life you're in at the time. And I widowed early at 39. And so I didn't know a lot of things. My husband was very hands on, he could fix anything, very much. I don't know what happened outside of the house, it just happened, and so I had to really learn quickly
Mhm.
to jump in, do the yard, mow. I mean, I've mowed before in high school, I'm not but it was nice being the princess to just take care of the inside of the house only. So, um, but I had to learn plumbing. I know the basics of electricity, I don't like it. I have shocked myself more times than I've fixed items, so I call somebody at that point. But plumbing, I'm pretty good at, and fixing fences, whatever else has is broken, it I have learned how to fix. And so that got us to thinking about needing help and asking for help and how we learn different tasks growing up. Some of us have parents who are very handy, very
Mhm.
crafty, fix it people who teach us.
Yeah.
And some of us, we learn as we go. We have uncles, cousins, anybody who contributes to that knowledge.
Yeah. Especially since, starting out as someone who's young, we try to I mean,
Emulate.
I'm sure your parents, your dad tried teaching you how to, put gas in your car or put
Yeah.
gas in the car. And,
Yeah.
when we were growing up, there was such a thing as a self-service where, or you had
I remember
somebody who
going
would
to
go
Phillips 66 with my grandmother with,
and they would have an attendant who would go and fill up the gas, the gas tank for
yeah.
you. But I always remember my grandfather showing me how to put gas in
Yes.
the vehicle and
My brother was very handy. He can fix anything, and so he made me the first time I got to take the car out, he made me take a tire off, put the spare on, drive around the block, come home, take the spare off, and put my tire back on.
mhm,
I mean, he oversaw all the effort,
yeah.
but I did feel more confident out and about. And I also had a 74 Super Beetle Volkswagen that broke down all the time, so he probably knew I better know how to do something.
So it's those little things that we learn growing up,
As we're
whether
kids and our
yeah.
kids emulate us, right?
Oh,
Good
yeah.
good, bad, and
Yeah,
other.
and, I grew up with my grandparents and my grandmother, I learned how to wash dishes and, she didn't have a dishwasher in her house
Yeah.
at all. I was the dishwasher,
Yeah.
So learning how to wash dishes, learning how to wash clothes, and it's those little things that you start, doing as a young child. And, I try to incorporate that with my son, where he's like, "Oh, mom, I don't want to do this." But I always tell him there's a reason why we're telling you to learn something, or, we want you to learn this now because there's going to be a time in your life as you get older and go out on your own, get married, become a father. All of this is going to be like, oh, yeah, that's right. My mom and my dad showed me how to do this, or they tried to teach me how to do
Right.
this.
One time when my girls were younger, one of them told me, "Oh, I don't like mopping."
Who
I was
does?
like, I know I make it look so glamorous, but
Who does? But do you notice as you get older, you get pretty excited about, "Oh my god, I gotta get that O-seater."
yeah, I do love my O-Cedar mop. I think we mentioned that on one of the cleaning episodes, right? And I have different heads that I take off for, like, one's the floor, one's the wall.
Yes.
I have one for my car if I wash my car, because I refuse to go pay money for that. It's just out of, if I can do it, I have that mentality, like, I can do it,
Yeah, you're an adult when you get excited about,
mops.
the cleaning
I don't yeah.
the cleaning aisle at HEB.
I don't know. Oh my I love cleaning supplies. I
I
have
do
way too many cleaning supplies.
too.
Gosh, it's like infomercials.
I know, "What am I gonna get this time?"
I don't know if it's so much the act of mopping, but sitting in a clean house watching, I don't know, all the nonsense that I watch, like Love is Blind. and it smells like pine sol. I'm like, "This is what love is."
But yeah, our parents, they they I remember just learning
That's funny that you say that your mom
things.
said, "You'll have to know to this," because my mom would always tell me, "One day I'm gonna be dead and you're gonna have to know this." I'm like, "Oh my god, drama. Drink your water and take some vitamins, lady."
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I would tell my son. I was like, "Your dad and I are gonna die one day, and you need to know this.
Poor.
You need to
The
know how to
more
do
we
your
talk, I think
laundry."
our moms would have been great friends.
I
Oh
think
my
so.
god, they would have had us doing.
Oh, absolutely. Well, of course, I was raised, my parents were divorced, so I learned a lot from my mother. It wasn't so much about taking care of a house. It was also taking care of the finances, learning how to budget. I knew about the envelope system before I ever knew who Dave Ramsey was.
Wow.
She taught me all that, like, this is going to be coming up, so you might as well go ahead and save up for it. Um, just just a lot of insight of that would eventually help me to retire early.
Mhm.
Making sure that you had, just following a budget and writing everything out. So it's like I can tell you, I do my entire budget for a year. I used to do it for a year, but every month at the end of the month, I'll do it for the next month. So I know exactly what I'm going to be paying, and I should know what I end up with the end of the month.
And
So I
that's
have a
why.
little bit of leeway to go, "Oh, Lizette, let's go have coffee."
Yes. Yes, and, to our listeners, that is why I immediately was like a magnet on Laura because I appreciate that, she has that kind of fervor for every little item that she oversees, and so, when we were working, we tried to start a finance club, which we had 4 members,
Yeah.
and we met a couple of times, but I don't think
No,
it
that was only once.
just
I
once.
think it was once.
Yeah, I really do remember one meeting. And then, but joke is like I think all 4 members, I think one's there because he still likes,
Yeah.
that his job. But the rest of us retired.
Yeah.
So, they should have joined our club.
Yeah. So it's those little things that I started learning at a young age, like, how to write a check, who writes checks nowadays.
Yeah. I gave my oldest daughter a check and she was like, I don't know what to do. I was like, oh my gosh. I guess, you don't need a check for much anymore.
No, you don't. But interesting story. Yesterday when I was at church, I saw a lady take her checkbook out and she was balancing it. I think she was writing a check to the
Oh, to
church,
the church. So she balances it as she goes.
so
Oh
she was
gosh.
balancing it. I was like,
Man.
"Oh my goodness, she's got the ledger there."
My grandmother taught me how to write checks. I remember her having some old voided checks where she would let me write them out. And but school wise, I don't think I knew what the I came across the budgeting with Dave Ramsey. But
I did too, and
so
I
what
became
other
so
life
I became
lessons?
so obsessed with him. Listen, I even met him. I met his daughter one time.
Oh, neat.
So I became pretty infatuated. Then I came into the Budget Mom. I love the Budget Mom. You can find her on
Yeah.
Instagram, Facebook. She's just absolutely
I wonder if it's
amazing.
generations or um that we come, but I don't know, my family, we didn't really talk about that, so it was very, like, mind your business type of thing,
Yeah.
and so, with my girls, I try to mind well, I'm already nosy since birth, so I mind their business, so I always make sure that she has what she's saved, and so I'm on their accounts, they're on my account, so that in case anything happens, but,
Yeah, that's a whole
I have
that
to make
that
sure.
comes
That's
later
a
on. That's,
Yeah. That's gonna
so
be a
the
whole episode, right? The things that we found that have helped us, because that really is something that I think is something that people don't talk about. You don't have to get into the nitty-gritty, but there's some basic concepts that have really just helped me in life.
Yeah, because you don't, we as part of the seasons of life, obviously we have our younger years where we have our parents. Our parents are the ones that are taking care of us. And then as we get older, we start our own families, we have our own children, and then it's like a 360. Then we are our parents' caregivers,
Yeah.
where then we're the ones that are looking over everything of theirs when they used to take care of us and now we're taking care of them.
Yeah.
And, it's yeah, it's like a whole it's just 360, and then
Mhm.
our children will then hopefully
Oh,
do the same
I
for
hope they
us.
pay attention because I need their help. So I was thinking, prepping for this episode, I was trying to recall what I thought maybe some of the most helpful lessons I got from my mom and most helpful lessons I got from my dad. My dad was very resourceful. Maybe he wasn't he probably, of the two, I think my mom was more technical.
Mhm,
Um, who knows? I don't know. I I often think, I wonder if each one of them, where I got my engineering abilities from. Like, was it my mom or my dad?
mhm,
I think both. My dad's very resourceful, so he's very much, it's broken, let's fix it. And so, but my mom is very good at math. She was a school teacher,
mhm.
so she was really good. But my dad's lesson was the resourcefulness. Always know somebody who knows something. When you do get somebody to fix something for you, learn it. Don't just get it fixed.
Right.
Learn what they're doing. Ask people to help you who will teach you. And also, my mom, in her seasons of life, when I was the youngest by 10 and 12 years, so I think the power went off and they ran into each other one evening. So it kind of made me, because they didn't do that. And so I think the lesson from my mom was, uh, she lived her life for everybody else for a while and then got to a point where she was like, you know what, I'm focusing on me.
Yeah.
And she chose her first. She got her stuff together, her finances, she always took care of everything for herself and then took care of others.
Mhm.
But she always took care of herself so that she could take care of others. And I think that's been the most important lesson I've learned from my mother.
Yeah, and mine was, um, my mother always put me first. It was always the sacrifice for my education. You know, she didn't we lived in an apartment. My mother didn't drive, and she made sure that my education came first. She wanted me to do the things that she didn't get to do.
Hmm.
So, I did I got to achieve all those things. And I always tell my son, you don't know how lucky you are to have the things that you have, because what you have, I didn't have, or your dad didn't have. And, those are the things you don't take for granted. And I think that's what uh, we learn in life, is that not to take those things for granted.
Absolutely.
And by learning from my mom, learning from my grandparents, that helped me to be the mother that I am today. Now, do I know everything? No.
You don't admit it, Laura. You just think about it.
I That's where my husband comes into place. And just like, my dad, my grandfather, he used to do a lot of things with the vehicles and so forth. Well, I just so happened to marry a school teacher, a retired school teacher who went on to do other things in life, but was very resourceful, knows how to change the oil, knows how to fix cars. I think he had a sweatshirt at one time that says, "I still play with cars." I mean,
Yes,
just knows a lot of things, very handy, uh, can fix almost everything, but and will not stray away from saying, "Yeah, I'll do it."
give it a try. Yeah, we'll give it a try, right?
Can't tell you how long it may take to get it done, but
Yeah.
it will eventually. So it's always a challenge accepted with him. So that's where we balance off. Just like, I'm inside, he's outside. Well, except for the garden,
Yes.
planting the stuff. So yeah, but then there are
Yeah.
other things that.
So that's a great segue. Like, Eric's a great example of learning all those resources, because now in the season of life that we are right now, we are the helpers,
Mhm,
right? So some things we naturally help with, like you're an amazing helper with band boosters. I chaperone with some of the kids, and we help in that volunteering type of aspect. But we also have a lot of friends who just need our help,
right.
who don't necessarily ask for help. And I think the number one thing that when I was thinking to myself about this topic was, it's a humbling to think that we're in the position where we need help,
Right.
right? So I think that's very vulnerable for people. And I think that in all of my grief counseling, um, and bereavement counseling, I've learned that anger masks sadness.
Mhm.
And so when I have found that my older friends need help, they get a little agitated with me for wanting to help them. But it's not, I have learned that they're not agitated or a little grouchy because they don't want the help. They're probably agitated or grouchy because they understand that they need the help.
Right.
And so
In their minds, they're still 20 years old.
yes, yes, and, sometimes some things I just can't lift on my own, and I have to wait, like the water, "Before you leave today, I'm gonna have you help me carry the water in,"
Yeah.
because I can't do that all on my own anymore, and so, that's one thing that I think that has, that I kinda ruminated when I was thinking about this topic was it was kinda sad to me because it is sad to think that we'll need help one day, but I always find myself, with my youngest daughter, I wanna help her do something, and she's like, "I got it, I got it." Oh my gosh, if I heard that if I dollar for every time she told me, "I got it." But I'm like, "Just let me love you. Just let me love you."
Yeah, because you wanna be a part of that.
Yes.
It's like this podcast, getting, at the early stages of it when we were working on topics and how are we going to do this? How are we going to do that? Well, I have a very talented son who is going to be studying music once he's out of high school. He wants to, study producing music, and he has his own band, Shadow Warriors. Shout out to Shadow Warriors, who was out on Apple and Spotify and YouTube.
Yay.
Um, but he did the song, a project that he had called Control, and that's the music that we have at the beginning and the end of the
Podcast.
podcasts. So he says, "Yeah, let me help you out with that." And I was like, "Yes, please. I would love that because it helps to for him to have the confidence to get his music out and the motivation, and it really helps him to know that, hey, my music is out there. And
Yeah.
he's as shy as of a kid that he is. When it comes to music, he is just like, get it out there.
Yeah. Our
So
youngest kids are really shy.
yes.
For having moms that are not shy at all, that's really odd, right?
Well, actually, I was shy as a child.
Hmm.
Somehow that, I don't know what changed. I don't know if just going into the field that I did kinda just make me be
Yeah. Did you have
more.
to do that?
Yeah.
Shy and quiet are not my adjectives. Anybody who knows me would be like, "She's right." I have a memory from my first grade teacher would make us put our nose against the wall if we were in trouble.
Uh-huh.
So, I would talk too much, and she would make me go put my nose on the wall. And as my nose was on the wall, I would say, "Well, I don't even know why I do this because I can still talk." So, she called my mom, and, my mom was like, "Don't do that." Was So, I think this has been a lifelong problem.
But
So
yeah,
so back to the helping. So needing help and asking for help, I think, yeah, starting the podcast was very intimidating. There's so many aspects to it, but Eric knew what to do, your son knew what to do. Um, yeah, it
yeah, and just, yeah, because we really just kinda did our own research, but they helped us to kinda, like, just kind of doing the test runs on it, and then, having my son do the music for it, and it's like, "Oh, wow, this is just," and oh, he does the editing for us as well
that's
too.
right. That's right. We do need to do our credits. So some of the things I think that I would my recommendation for offering help to others is if it's something that you're learning how to fix or there's different help that people need. I'm talking about time, knowledge. Money's a whole different aspect that I think gets that's a hard topic
Yeah.
when you share that. I'm not even touch that because I that's not what I'd like to.
Yeah.
discuss.
And it's sometimes, people are at the right place at the right time
Yeah.
when somebody you have your neighbors that you go walking with
Mhm.
and they may say like, "Oh, well, I need this, need that." And you may be in that position to say, "Okay, well, let me take you."
Well, actually, I was in the position that needed help. I needed some sheetrock work done, and the lady I walk with, her husband does. He's a carpenter, so he
Mhm.
knows how to repair sheetrock. So he's going to teach me how to repair the sheetrock.
Oh,
So he's
cool.
going to. There's two places that I need to fix. He's going to help me repair one. That way, I'll know how to do the other.
Mhm.
And then I'll just know that now I'll have that knowledge for the next time.
Yeah.
Repairing the sheetrock isn't so hard, but like the knockdown and the texture on the wall is what I'm is concerning me because I just don't know it.
Yeah.
It's not hard, it's just a skill I have to
Yeah.
acquire.
Yeah. And it's just being there. You
Mhm.
may have a friend. I know you have a friend who is ill and probably just taking the time to spend with them and just being there with them
Yeah.
is
Yeah,
a
and
lot.
oh, and thank goodness I was because she's feeling so much better, and
Mhm.
now she's able to care for her sister. So, it comes full circle, and people come into our lives at different seasons because we don't even know that we need something.
Mhm.
I
Oh yeah.
think
You
that's
just you just never know who you might come across and you may be in need of something and they're
yeah.
there to
So my
offer
recommend
that assistance, maybe not them doing it, but knowing somebody who can
yes.
help you with that.
I have a neighborhood friend, listeners, who she is 90 and I met her because she drags me around the neighborhood walking. She's just very, very full of life. But I have forbade her to get on ladders in her house for light bulbs, curtains, anything. But I'm like, oh, I don't know if I should be on the ladder either. Really? So we get Sarah. We put Sarah up on the ladder and we try and catch her. So that's my youngest. But I think that my recommendation is for in the helping realm is to when you do offer that help to others to teach them how to fix that. Have them participate in the help so that they can pass that help to somebody else. Because I think people really appreciate knowledge and a little bit of time.
Mhm.
I remember when Sarah had to, she didn't have to, but she wanted to put a backup camera on her truck. Just a little older model, so it doesn't have a backup camera, and she feels more comfortable with that. So one of our band dads came and helped her wire that in,
Oh,
hardwired into her
cool.
car, and she helped him, and he taught her all the ins and outs of that. I didn't even know. I let her have that time with him so she could have that dad time.
Mhm.
And he's just always, there's so many band dads that are willing to help
Mhm.
teach her those things. And so I'm really thankful for that.
Yeah, that's the thing about our band family is that we may we may sometimes get on each other's
We
nerves.
truly are family.
We are truly family.
We like
There's
to
no way of
annoy
saying
each
that.
other, but
That's what makes us family, but
we're always there to help.
in time of need, oh yeah,
Yep.
people come through. People come through. People definitely come through.
And so,
These are some great topics. Uh, just kind of from our experience, we're
yes,
no experts, as we've said in the past. We're no experts, but we have been through loss. We've been through
challenges,
just different
challenges.
challenges.
And I know that when I was knee deep in grief, helping others helped me get out of it. So that's where I really thought of that help me, let me love you
Yes.
kind of saying is like maybe somebody, when they're just being so helpful that they're annoying you, maybe it's not about you.
Yeah.
Maybe they just need to help you because they're going through something and they need to help themselves, help somebody to make it through whatever they're going through.
Hmm.
So maybe that's something to think about when you're at those crossroads.
Yeah. That's a really great tip there. Yeah, it's the little things that
I
really make a
It
difference.
really does. That goes back to our mind, body, and soul
Hmm.
thought process. I think by offering a little bit of help, it doesn't have to be a grand gesture, doesn't have to be painting their house or, anything big. Maybe it's just a small gesture that somebody needs help with that also feeds your soul. And it's kind of like candy. Once you start helping a little bit here and there, it it feels good. It feels good to put that good into the world, and you just start helping more and more.
Mhm. And especially, since we're at that stage of our life where, we obviously, we had careers that it was just work, 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 work. And now that we have that, we're not the work, 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 we're doing other work.
Yes. Yes.
And our schedules, yes, they do fill up more than they did before, but that's because we're either doing things with each other, or we're doing,
The podcast,
we're
or
doing
we
the
actually
podcast,
schedule
or
in, like, what are we doing for volunteering efforts, or what are we
yeah.
doing for.
Yeah, what do we have coming up, or what's just spending time with other friends,
Mhm.
and we go and have lunch with two of our
And it
girlfriends,
never
and
fails. Every time we end up going and doing something, we end up like, our friend, we helped her get her podcast started,
oh yeah.
and, I think to in my I believe that God puts us where he wants us to go
Yes.
because we end up helping wherever we are.
Yes. And
So,
as Martha Stewart says, and that's a good thing.
that's a good thing. That is a good thing. And so, well, I hope this topic has fed our listeners a little bit of
of don't turn away help.
yeah, don't turn away help. If you need help, ask for help. If you can help, help.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have to be big. It doesn't have to be time consuming. It's just what you can do. And I think,
If you could put a smile on somebody's face,
or let them help you.
mhm.
Let them help. Let
If
them
y
love you.
Yes, let them love you. If you're having a bad day and just
Oh, you know what? That reminds me. A shout out to VW. I used to work with him before I got to where we retired from. I would have these days where it's just like decision, 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 and I would want to have lunch, and I was like, "I'm hungry." He's like, "Hey, let's go have lunch." I was like, "I don't want to decide. I don't want to drive. I don't want to decide. I just want to exist." He was like, "All right." So he did. He would take me to lunch, pick my food, and take me back.
I need someone like that, because if it's me, myself, and I, forget it. I'm not eating at
I
all.
just I just was in a mood where I didn't want to decide. He's like, "Got it." I just had lunch with him again recently, and he was like, "You're so weird." I was like, "Join the club, VW." So, anyhow, listeners, you just think about what you need and what friend pours into that, or what friend needs something and what you can pour into.
Mhm.
And I think that's the way we get through life.
I think
And I
so.
think that as we get a little bit older, because I think as we get older, we need a little bit more help. I think, don't ask my friend Verna. She's 90 and she's zipping around the neighborhood. But um,
Yeah,
embrace that help and let people love you. So
exactly.
we hope you join us again. I hope this topic resonates with you and gives you a little bit of joy. Until next time,
May we embrace every season of your life with joy and gratitude.
bye.
See you next time.